Alright then guys, we're back with another episode, and the last few have been pretty disappointing in terms of results. We've been knocked out of the Champions League, we've been knocked out of the FA Cup, all by Chelsea, our London rivals. All focus and all attention now has to go into the Premier League. 3 games then to try and edge out our rivals Liverpool. Not only do we have to get more points than Liverpool, we're going to probably have to outscore them as well. That lethal front three of Mo Salah, Kylian Mbappe and Erling Haaland are still banging in goals for fun. If we want to hold on to our Premier League title, we're going to have to do it probably the hard way up against this Liverpool side. 2 games today and the final game of the season on Wednesday's episode. If you are enjoying this series, hit that like button down below, subscribe to the channel if you are new around here. And wish me luck. Wish me luck in the comments. Let's get into it. Hello then viewers and welcome back in. My name's Wayne. Welcome into Wayne's World. I thank you for joining me for another Football Manager 22 video. Last time out, we beat Chelsea in the second leg of the Champions League semi-final. However, we got knocked out 3-1 on aggregate. We got It was disappointing at Stamford Bridge. We lost 2-0. We managed to beat them 2-1 at the Emirates, but it wasn't enough to go through. It's another season without that Champions League trophy. Remember, the main aim of this save is to get Arsenal to win absolutely everything. That's the Premier League, FA Cup, Carabao Cup, and also the Champions League. Throw in the Community Shield if you want to as well. We've already won 1 Premier League. We're going for a second one in today's episode. We've already won 1 Community Shield as well. Champions League, FA Cup and Carabao Cup is just at the edge of my grasp. So next season, we're going all-out attack for the domestic trophies and European honours. If we can get a quadruple in the process as well, fantastic. Something that Arsenal have never done. Today, we're solely focusing on Premier League fixtures against West Ham and Everton. Both difficult away games for Arsenal. But if we want to win the Premier League, they're the games that we're going to have to win. The one game that I've played on since the semi-final of the Champions League was a 4-0 victory over Wolverhampton Wanderers. 4-0 at home. Comfortable. Our home record once again has been exceptional. It's a brace for Lautaro Martinez, a goal for Dominic Calvert-Lewin and also a goal for Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, who I think is likely to be retiring at the end of the season. So it'll be good to get him another Premier League winners medal before he does retire, if he does indeed retire. We are currently 6 points behind Liverpool. 6 points behind Liverpool. But the goal difference, when we look at it in detail, is exactly the same. They've scored 2 more goals than us. We've conceded 2 less goals than them. It couldn't really get any tighter. Now, the best thing for us is obviously if we win the 2 games in hand over Liverpool, we'll go level on points with them. But it depends how much we can win those games by. If it's 2 1-0 victories, Liverpool just have to outscore us by 2 goals. And looking at the way that their attack is lined up, as I mentioned in the intro, Mbappe, Haaland and Salah all banging them in for fun. Haaland's got 46 goals in 48 appearances. Salah's got 30 and 50. And Mbappe's got 23 and 44. Now, he's playing out wide and he's their main creative source as well. He's got 22 assists alongside that. And he's also won the World Player of the Year. It's absolutely insane. The rest of their team is stacked with Virgil van Dijk at the centre of the defence. Trent at right back. They're playing the likes of Fabinho in midfield. This Liverpool team I can't explain how difficult it has been to just keep up with them. Look, they don't play now until the final day of the season. That's at home at Anfield against Aston Villa. And Aston Villa are fighting it out for a European spot. If we can do our job in these 2 games, these games in hand, are we favourites? I'm not too sure because Liverpool are capable of scoring 5, 6s and 7s. We're going to obviously have to watch the scoreboard. But it's all about winning the games in hand first. Right, and this is the starting 11 for the West Ham game at the London Stadium. The big news obviously is Martin Odegaard is injured and he's probably injured for the rest of the season. Could that have been the last episode that we saw him in an Arsenal shirt? PSG is still lurking around, so it'll be tough to keep him, but I'm hopeful we're able to do it. Emil Smith-Rowe takes his place. The other rest of the 11, Saka comes in for Kingsley Coman, who is injured as well. A little bit disappointing at a time of the season that we need as many bodies as we can get. Dependent on how this game goes, this will give or take everything away from our season. We have to win. It's as simple as that. Liverpool are at the top. We've got the 2 games in hand, but if we don't win, Liverpool only need a point to secure the title, even though they've only got 1 game left. We have to get this win at the London Stadium. The good thing potentially is that West Ham are hopefully on the beach by now. They're sitting on 13th. They're sitting in 13th, I should say. They're not in any of the domestic trophies at this stage. They're not in Europe, and they're also not in a European race in the league. So I'm hoping that things might be a little bit easier for us. And the first highlight starts with Aaron Ramsdale finding Lautaro Martinez with a brilliant ball. And now he gets on the turn and can play it through to Dominic Calvert-Lewin. The 2 of them are combined for 62 goals this season. Will there be some more here? Hope so. Nkunku plays it out to Kieran Tierney on this left-hand side. Can he get a good ball in? No, it's back to Nkunku. Can he get a good ball in? He can. And Thomas Partey rises highest and hits the bar with the header. 5 minutes, still 0-0, but a good effort from Thomas Partey. Partey now finds a pass out to Saka, who drives into the box. Mario Rui there dives straight into him. It's a silly, silly challenge. Has to be given as a penalty. I don't think Saka's dived there. It will be a penalty to the Arsenal after the VAR check. Come on, Lautaro Martinez, give us a 1-goal lead here. 8 minutes in, it's still very early, but a 1-goal lead in a game we have to win will settle the nerves nicely. Come on, Lautaro scores his 33rd goal of the season. We might not have Mbappe, Salah and Haaland, but Lautaro Martinez and Dominic Calvert-Lewin have been fantastic with the amount of goals that they've scored. That's now 64 between them or 63 between them. Can't remember what it was exactly, even though I just mentioned it a minute ago. Let's praise the boys. Long way to go, but right now, the title is still in our hands. Good opportunity here for West Ham, and Harvey Elliott finds Kurt Zouma, who looks for Souček on the edge of the box, and they've messed it up, and now we can counter as Calvert-Lewin has the ball with laid it back. Disappointing, but finds the space on this left-hand side. Are we able to attack with Calvert-Lewin? No, he finds Kieran Tierney. Will a ball go into the box now down this left-hand side? Yes, it will, and he pulls it back. Emile Smith-Rowe running in. What a cutback that was by Kieran Tierney, one of our best players this season. Arsenal 2, West Ham 0. Whew, that takes a little bit of relief off the shoulders. It's good football. I thought Calvert-Lewin maybe slowed things down just a little bit too much, but Kieran Tierney down this left-hand side drives in, and there's about 3 of them lining up there to finish it, and Emile Smith-Rowe rockets it home. That is now 2 Hayland boys involved in both goals. Obviously, Saka winning the penalty, Smith-Rowe scoring the second. 20 minutes in, and it's 2-0. A couple of minutes then till half-time, and it's still Arsenal 2, West Ham 0. We scored 2 goals from 3 shots on target. Efficiency. That's what we need at this time in the season. And I am very, very tempted to start wasting time at the start of this second half. We're going to praise the boys. We won't make any changes yet, but the likes of Tierney and Nkunku are starting to get a little bit tired. I might make some subs soon, and we might start wasting time. But 50 minutes played, we're doing all we can, and we can see the top of the table there. It's still so close. 3 points behind, 1 game in hand, but these 2 goals have taken us just above Liverpool in terms of goal difference. Any more goals would be fantastic, as Livakovic gives the ball away to Dominic Calvert-Lewin. He rushed it. It should be 3-0. Oh, 63 minutes gone. I was about to make some changes, but we have a highlight. Can we get a 3rd goal here as Nkunku plays it back to Ben White. Tomiyasu inside on that right-hand side finds Thomas Partey, and now it's Saka back to Tomiyasu, who he might have to take off. He's only yellow card, but Saka's in. Probably should bury that. Was he offside? No, it's a corner. That's disappointing from Saka. He should be finishing that. And again, if I know FM, this corner is going to end with nothing. That will be cleared by West Ham, and that's the end of the highlight. Right, 3 substitutions then, and we're going to be taking off Kieran Tierney for Martinelli. We'll play Saka as the fullback on that left-hand side, and what we'll actually do is we'll have him as a fullback and a bit more supportive, so we don't overcommit there. Defensively, Ben White is not the fittest, but we kind of need him to see it out. And Kunku will come off for Lokonga and will make Thomas Partey the deeper line of the two midfielders. And then Emile Smith-Rowe is shattered. So we're going to play Lautaro Martinez as the advanced playmaker. And we're going to bring on Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang up front. 3 subs, 25 minutes to go. We're 2-0 up. Things are looking good in the title race for us, but we obviously need to cling on still. At this stage in the season, it's not about the stats. It's not about the number of shots. It's about the points on the board. And Arsenal come away from the London Stadium with a huge 2-0 victory as time ends there. Fantastic from us. Ooh, that got a little bit edgy at times. A fantastic win. Not the best performance, but at this stage, I don't really care. We're now going to go on to our next away game, 3 points behind Liverpool and 2 goals better off. If we can win the game in hand, we'll go to the top and we'll be a minimum of 3 points clear of Liverpool, which means on that final day of the season, they will have to outscore us by 3 goals. Now, they've done it multiple times before, so it's not impossible. But I like our odds. A little subplot here to this game against Everton. Not only are they fighting for a European spot, this is the final game at Goodison Park. I did not know that. Everton are moving away from Goodison Park to a new ground, so that's interesting. Their final game at Everton's home ground at Goodison Park is against Arsenal, and looking at the table, they are currently sitting in 7th place, which is currently a European Conference League spot, I believe. So they could be in Europe, and they could also give their Merseyside neighbours a leg up in the race for the title. So a lot of narratives here, a lot of subplots, which make this game so interesting. This is why we love Football Manager. We obviously want to keep hold of our Premier League title. It will be bloody difficult considering how hard that West Ham game was. And more importantly, the amount of rotation we're going to have to do. So many players are currently not at 100% fitness. Right, here we go then, up against Everton. Final game at Goodison Park. We've had to make a couple of changes. So Bosley comes in that midfield instead of Thomas Partey. And we've also brought in Gabriel to partner William Saliba at the back because Ben White is not 100% fit, which is a shame. Actually, we're going to risk it. At this stage of the season, we need our guys. And Ben White has been sensational this season. We've only got 2 games left. I'm sure that we can get through it. Fatigue or no fatigue. Come on. Another win. And we're at the top of the table with everything in our hands going into the final game of the season. Premier League title up for grabs here. Get this win against Everton in their final home game at Goodison Park. I'm sure their fans won't mind. Come on, it's Everton. They don't want to help out Liverpool. Goodison Park or not. Let's go away from Everton with 3 points, and I'm sure everyone will be happy. First highlight of the game, and Kieran Tierney throws it in and finds Dominic Calvert-Lewin, obviously playing against his former club. Can he score another all-important goal, but this time against his ex-team? Finds Emile Smith-Rowe, finds Calvert-Lewin, who lays it into Szoboszlai. It's a good effort. It's blazed over. Still 0-0, 7 minutes gone. A chance at an Arsenal attack then. It's another throw-in, which this time we've wasted. And Alex Iwobi against his former club is able to start an attack for Everton. Ismaila Sarr, a new signing for Everton. He's actually probably done quite well there. I think he scored a few goals, if I remember correctly. But Tomiyasu intercepts the play there and does well to do so. Lautaro finds Saka, but no, it's well defended. Everton doing well to defend. Can't really get it forward at the minute, but Tomiyasu finds some space into Saka on this right-hand side, who whips it in. Szoboszlai is there, back from injury, and his 14th goal of the season. Arsenal 1, Everton 0. It's a header from Dominic Szoboszlai, who we have missed so much. His goals have added so much for us in this campaign, and I'm so happy that we've got him back at the business end. Saka with another assist, and Szoboszlai rises highest to head it home at the near post. Arsenal 1, Everton 0, and just like that, we're heading to the top of the Premier League table. Free kick then, as Szoboszlai whips it towards the back post. What's happened there? Is it a penalty? Is it a penalty? I think it might be a penalty. I'm not sure who our penalty taker is now that Szoboszlai is back in the team. I think he might be the penalty taker ahead of Lautaro Martinez. It's a foul on Dominic Calvert-Lewin from Iwobi. Iwobi helping out his former club once again, and it is Szoboszlai who steps up to take the penalty to make it 2-0 for his second of the game. Arsenal 2, Everton 0. We're heading to the top of the league. And 20 minutes in, this is comfortable. We're saying goodbye to Goodison Park on happy terms. See you later as he slots it to the goalkeeper's bottom left. 2-0 and in 20 minutes. Let's make this a rout. Come on, let's give these Everton fans a proper party. Concede now. Everton on the attack here, and it's a good effort from just outside the box. Maybe no, slips it in, and Iwobi against his former club. That is brilliant defending by Szoboszlai. He has been sensational so far this game. Can we clear the corner? It's going to be whipped in from the left-hand side. Ben Godfrey's there. It's headed over. 37 minutes gone. Still 2-0 to Arsenal. We're doing all we can, and that's all that matters at the minute. Corner to Arsenal. 41 minutes played, and Saka finds Calvert-Lewin at the back post. We know how dominant he can be in the air, but it's headed just over the bar. 2-0 up against Everton. I'm still nervous. I'm still nervous, guys. And I don't really know why, because in these positions, we've been fantastic. And we nearly make it 3 with Gabriel from the corner this time. Lautaro can get the ball back in. It's been cleared. Emil Smith-Rowe has another opportunity. Gabriel finds Nkunku. That's going to be the end of the highlight. And that's going to be the end of the first half. There we go, 2-0 at half-time. We have done fantastically well here to be in a comfortable position. We're going to start the second half by praising the boys. I will look to rest and rotate a couple of players towards the end of the game because we've still got a huge game to end the season at home against Newcastle, where we can secure our second Premier League title of this save. Back-to-back Premier League titles for the first time in Arsenal's history as well. And all of the action was in the first half. I don't really care. Can we get a third? No, James Justin has a speculative effort from outside the box. Again, I don't really mind. We're just wasting time now. I want the 3 points. Take it away. And at home against Newcastle, we will be heavy favourites to win the Premier League title. It doesn't really matter what Liverpool does. Unless they're outscoring us by more than 5 goals in the final game of the season, we are going to be back-to-back Premier League champions for the first time in Arsenal's history. 2 minutes left, 1 minute left. We're into stoppage time now. These 2 games in hand were huge for our title campaign, and we've come through them 2-0. 2-0. Fantastic performances from the boys, from us. Szoboszlai back from injury with 2 goals in the first half. Absolutely brilliant. And now we go on to that final game of the season, top of the table, and 4 goals ahead of Liverpool on goal difference. What a turnaround for us. Absolutely fantastic. Now, the main thing we have to do is make sure against Newcastle, we do not bottle it. And Newcastle are coming to the Emirates knowing that if we win, we are Premier League champions. We go into the game knowing if we win, we're Premier League champions. Smash that like button if you have enjoyed the episode. It was a bit of a longer one today, so thank you for chilling throughout the video. Whew, back-to-back Premier League champions. That has a nice little ring to it. If you are new around here, hit the subscribe button down below as well. We're aiming for 100 subscribers, hopefully by the middle of the year. Take care, stay safe, and I'll see you for the final episode of Season 3, where we can confirm ourselves as Premier League champions, or we could completely bottle it to Liverpool. See you for the next one.